All right, let's go and get order. Call this meeting to order. For the Common Council, July 6th meeting. Start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Anybody in the audience have any questions or comments pertaining to tonight's agenda? All right, we'll move on to minutes from the previous meeting.
Make a motion, we adopt the minutes from June 15th as presented.
Second. A motion and second to approve the minutes from June 15th. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, that motion will pass. Next, we'll get into, been approached by several individuals about our ORV ordinance that we have within the city limits. And I think we've had this ordinance in place probably 3 or 4 years. Time flies, so it might be closer to 4.
Another 4.
This one. Thank you. And honestly, I don't think we've run into any negative impacts of this. We all thought this was going to be kind of a mass chaos, but I think it's really developed out to be a good thing for the city. I think you see a lot more interaction, people are out driving around, visiting, so on and so forth. The problem that they've been having on the ORVs is getting into Butler or exiting Butler, but not being allowed to be on State Road 1 or US 6. So you're pretty limited to go to the west. The best you can come in on would be Basket Factory. To the north, there really is no way to the north other than Monroe Street, Meadow Area, you're just stopped there. Going south, where you guys at, Walnut Street?
Yeah, down Federal.
Yeah, so if you have, let's just say you're in the middle of North Broadway, you know, that 400 block, and you don't have access behind your house, and you only access to State Road 1, you're not going anywhere. So conversation's been out there. That would probably half a dozen different people, maybe quite close to 4 or 5, trying to expand that on the city limits, and we'll give them a chance to talk here. But I think what they're looking to propose is extend the limits. So to the north, it would be County Road 24. To the east, it would be County Road 28 out by Forest River. To the south, it would be County Road 32 by the trailer court, and then to the west would be County Road 63 by the California Plastics. Is that correct? You guys know? So, in your packet here, they put together a substantial packet of some other communities around here. I guess the biggest one that stuck out to me when they showed it to us was City of Goshen. You know, they're probably close to 4 times the population where we are. They expanded it where you can actually drive on, I think, on State Road 933, 33. They really expanded it and opened it up. So when they approached me about it, I said, hey, go get the information and bring it back to us. Same way that we did the golf cart in OR. If you guys want it, you bring the information back to us. To make a decision, and they did a good job of getting the information, and then made it a pretty easy decision. So now after 4 years, they're wanting to expand that. So you've got a lot of ordinances from other communities in front of you. Probably at least 4 or 5 different communities there. So we thought, obviously we're not gonna vote yea or nay tonight, but information, getting this out to you. When you guys look at it, please look at it. Write your questions down. I'll, come back next week and, there's no questions, so we know what it is. It's a big thing, opening that up. So we need your due diligence, your homework, ask the questions, and make sure we're making the right decision. Like I said, so far we've had no issues by opening this up. I think when couple fingers here, I think he was really leery, or he was here then, he was really leery about opening that up. Afraid that it was gonna be, being terrible, but I think overall, Corey, you can speak, I mean,
The only issues we've had is people leaving the town on state road on, really, or US six, and that's the only issues we've had.
Now, are those ones that actually keep up with traffic, or not just a regular?
I've had both.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of them were the side-by-side ATVs that can keep up with traffic.
So basically, they're not really causing any issues, it's just that they are not supposed to be.
Yes.
That's what
They have to
you
be
guys,
funded, right?
that's what you guys are looking to get out of this, correct?
I will speak.
well, let's just do this, once you guys ask your questions here, then we'll ask them to come up and speak, that way we don't have 4 different conversations going on. So, let's discuss it up here, and then we'll put it out the audience for them to come there, so Darren, what was your question?
My question was, is that what they're actually looking for is to, the only problems you're having is them being where they're not supposed to be. And if this was something that we decided to pass, then that would eliminate that issue.
Are they looking at allowing it to drive down Main Street and Broadway, like in town? They can come down Mid Road, down, North Broadway, to South Broadway, and all the way through.
My understanding is just access to the
Just
city,
access.
not going down the streets here, just access to the.
Once they get to the first city street, they turn down that street.
But if we're ready, we can open up to them, have them come up one at a time and speak a little bit, so.
What was the South Street again that they wanted to go to?
32.
To,
That's-
but trailer,
Okay.
but you can hit 32, go over to Barrel Street coming down, so. I'll go ahead and open up to them. One at a time, come up and speak, just state your name. And then if somebody else wants to come up afterward, that's fine, so who wants to lead it off? Amanda, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm Amanda Knapp. I was one of the ones that helped get the side-by-side developers passed several years ago. It's been really beneficial. Like, one of our favorite things is just right up the open and grab ice cream. There's been a couple of times where we went out to go leave and we get to Federal. There's a railroad track right there, we're stopped. Then you have to turn around and you have to find the next best way to get out of town. Or we can get over that, then you go to County Road 34, that's got a train stop right there. We know it's Butler, we understand there's gotta be train stops. Another thing that we recently ran into is we just did the, Memorial Day ride out of the Legion. We were able to ride out to the cemetery, but then we were hesitant because we had to come back into town, so we're like, is it okay? I mean, I talked to Mike, I was like, can we ride down 6? Are we good? So it's just things like that. Like, I think that if we were a little bit more flexible, we could bring a lot more attraction and development. So.
Are these all licensed vehicles?
They are registered for the state of Indiana.
And then PD does an inspection on it as well.
To get registered with us, if they plan on taking out the county, they have to have a DNR sticker first. So,
Okay.
which they get at the DMV, correct?
Yeah.
And I think there was some talk too. No, wasn't me, who was that?
Jason.
Jason.
I think you guys had some talk too about registration here in Butler, so if somebody from Hamilton wanted to come to Butler to ride around, right now they're required to get a sticker. But if somebody is registered in Butler, they can go to Hamilton and not register with them. So I think, I want to speak to you guys, but I know one of you guys had mentioned that as well. If we're tagged properly, we can go to any other community, but
I think
we
our state
rely on them to do
registration,
that.
I think our state registration ought to be enough. To be honest with you, we pay taxes on that and everything else.
That's not a local thing. You
I know,
you
but-
can take that way, but
But still, I mean, that's just like putting a license plate on a car. It's no different.
Gary, you had a question?
I was actually wondering about there, plated and Christie asked.
Yeah, and most side-by-side, just give, if you guys are familiar with it, most side-by-sides are equipped to go up to 50 to 70, 80 miles per hour. It's the golf carts that really are truly the issue, that they can't get up to a speed limit as a vehicle, so.
And that was my foot, one of my foot. This is just ORVs.
Correct.
It's not include golf carts.
Yeah. If this golf cart people want to come push it, that's up to them, but.
Do they have seatbelts and car seats?
Yep.
And
We are required, like, so my daughter is 9 years old and she is required to wear a helmet wherever she is at. We would have her booster seat in there when she was little. It's got seatbelts, we have turn signals,
That's part of our inspection,
yes,
is headlights, brake lights, seat belts,
turn signals.
turn signals.
pretty much street legal, right?
Yep. How many registrations do we have in the ish?
I think we just gave out number 38,
In cost on those is
$35.
$35.
Does that include golf carts and?
Yes.
Those, okay.
Yes.
And there are differences on golf carts too, as far as speed.
Right.
The way you got one that was,
Yeah, the LSV golf carts go much faster than the standard golf cart. And in Ohio, the one I've got, you can get buy a license plate, run right down 6, any state highway, it's all legal.
I
But
think,
that's I'm having the same problem with their mentioning, you can't go anywhere, you can't get out of town, you can't.
So,
if we're gonna really segregate a little bit, Jim, I'm gonna use you as an example, yours will not keep up with the speed limit.
No, I'm not a
6, so,
max.
you know, Jim's, never sees golf cart like that on US 61. But so like the whites is legally licensed in other states that can maintain that speed limit sign or speed limit posted.
I got people going down my road going 80, so, I mean, they would buy. As far as this goes, so we permit, but if someone comes in from like Hamilton, what you're saying is, they would have to have our permit in order to travel within our city, correct?
Yes.
But they don't require the same from us.
Hamilton, no.
Okay.
Any,
A lot of
how
other
many of them?
They honor the states that are, to the honor.
Yeah, which, I mean,
Which kind of makes sense, I mean.
I can take mine from here to Hamilton with no issue.
and at $38 or 38, at $35 with 38, we're talking like $1,400. I mean, honestly, I think we should abide by the state as well, honor that, because I was thinking the same thing. If I wanted to come into Butler, I'd have to buy one, which I've never brought my UTV just because I didn't want to go through the hassle. But it would be convenient to be able to come in on all those and just abide by the state rules.
It'll be a reciprocal thing.
Yeah.
And by comparison, I know it's different, this is a lake community, but Hamilton has over 500 registered golf carts.
Right.
But like I said, they're wanting to do a fun run, what?
Yeah, we're doing an MS
September?
research.
Yeah.
Run out of the American Legion on September 26th. And that's we're expecting probably 150 side-by-sides or motorcycles for this event to raise money for MS.
And that's from where to where.
Well, you guys done well last time, but you got so. Anybody else from the table have anything question-wise in the audience, and the audience members have anything to say, step up to the mic.
My biggest thing is, I live clear out the state line. For me to get gas, I have to come up here with a gas can and pick up, or on trailer. There's no way for me to get in. Even when if I can get into town, but I can't get to a gas station.
Right.
So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've seen a UTV at Dollar General, McDonald's, and the truck stop, and cannot figure out how he's doing it. So it's already happened.
Right. They go down 6, I seen them.
I know, I see him,
I was up there earlier this winter, and I remember I called you on that, I seen a ORV side-by-side go through the stoplight, westbound US 6, had a trailer on the back with a snowblower and everything, and they was heading west.
Now, with that also being said, mine is set up to make fire calls too. So, you laugh at me, but Jeff's is too. Me and Jeff both use ours for fire calls. So, that's the other thing. If I'm out on it, I get paged, I gotta go back to the house, get the truck, whatever. That's just where I said, like, it's just with me way out there, I can go all the way to Hamilton, no issues. But just to get in town, get gas, I can't even do that.
Adam, can you go on US 120 and State Road 101 and stuff, or 1 in Sedan County?
In Sudan,
Five roads in Sedan County.
I haven't heard of Sudan, have you?
Can anybody get on a state road in Sedan County?
Yes, no, well, to a certain point, I think it's just like in Cal County, you go to your next road, you know, you can come out on one county road, get on one, and then go to the next county road. We've done that on 4, because you have to, sometimes, it depends where we're at, so.
Well, I do know they have a big side-by-side run out of the Hamilton Fish and Game Club every year. And they end up in Angola. They end up by around the lakes. So they're getting up there somehow.
We're talking, we're not the one here, it's county roads, but
Yeah.
you can't drive from like Butler to Waterloo on the 6.
Right.
You have to get,
But you're
Or
not,
State Road 1 or 101 or.
right, you gotta get to the closest county road or whatever, yeah.
Because that's what we're looking at right here, so we're trying to figure out why they were doing it in Sedan County, but not here in Cal County. So that makes sense and stuff, and that you said it can't be done
so
on any state roads, period. Okay.
I thought DeKalb County had the same rule where they followed, you had to turn at your first 90 degrees to your first county road. You could run like State Road 1 as long as you hit the first county road.
I thought that was a statement, you know.
See, and I'm not seeing that either, though. I'm seeing that you can cross them at a 90 degree. I'm not seeing anything where it says you can travel down the road, period.
Is that in Cal County?
No, that's state law.
Well, in Cal County, I know you can, well, I thought I read it somewhere.
You could misconstrue.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was questioning
Yeah.
a minute ago, because it's, they can't, Hamilton, we're arresting them, the state police were.
Yes, yes.
So going down State Road 1 and 427, you know, they could cross it, but they couldn't turn onto it. That's where the state police guys are getting them.
Okay.
And that's what we was questioning, and stuff, has that changed?
Yeah.
Because if it's changed, then it makes the little things null and void, but if it hasn't changed, then it does.
And back,
Matches up.
back to the Butler sticker, I mean, those mopeds have to have Butler stickers. They're state registered,
Mopeds can ride on US 6 State Road 1.
which is nuts.
Motorized wheelchairs.
A lot of,
Yeah, the one guy rides right down US 6 all the way to the state line, because he's my neighbor, and he won't move for nothing.
He is right, very nice. With the wheelchairs too. I mean, we can't tell our people not to do it.
My name's Steve Up. I did stop by a couple months ago and talk to Jay Overholser, water marshal. They, in their city ordinance, this is what come out of his mouth, they honor any city sticker. If someone, like, if I wanna go to Waterloo, I can ride around Waterloo with my Butler sticker and they won't bother me. I know of like 8, 10 people that live out in the country who like to come in here without, you know, having to buy it, as long as you got a state sticker. But like he said, and I did read it in there, I think, no, I don't have to be copy Waterloo's, but he said, as long as you got something, and you don't live in Waterloo, you're welcome to come to Waterloo. But they have strict rules too of on how to cross 6 and 427 and all that stuff, so. Something to think about.
You did give us Waterloo, by the way.
I'm sorry.
You did give us Waterloo.
yeah.
Also,
Right after those.
we're, you know, we're having this ride, and if we have 100 miles, I got people coming like 4 or 5 hours away from Michigan. Is that gonna be an issue that day, you know?
I don't think so. But
Can we
they,
do a special event?
had a conversation with Matt probably a month ago about, you know, temporary permission to come in on the north side
Right.
there to accommodate.
I noticed,
Legion.
I noticed that, you know, bring his name up, everybody knows him, Mitchell Beard, he was in Hicksville. He's got a license plate. It's plated just like a car, but he lives in Ohio. And he brings it over here, I see him everywhere, running around, and I don't think they said anything to him yet that I know of. So, I wish the state would get involved and just let us play, because there's a lot of, like Michigan, you can play yours up in Michigan. But to me, if, you know, say I live over there and I have a plate, I'm registered legally, but it's just in the state of Ohio. I don't know how, when you come over here, how's that gonna, how I'm gonna react to that, I don't know.
That's something we need to look into, Steve. I think that's something we really need to look into.
Yeah, but seriously, I mean, I know, seriously, 8, 10 people like to come in to town, but they don't live in town. You know, if you can honor the state sticker or another city sticker, that'd be great. I think that'd be really good.
I just want to get some clarification on the 11 o'clock to 6 a.m. and the reasoning behind it. The only reason I say that is I have to work at 6 a.m. Usually like riding side by side, typically not legal to do so. Again, on the weekends, maybe late night, we're out with some friends riding on the back roads. Gotta be back in town, be back to the house before 11 p.m. So, just an idea as well.
Is ours, theirs, sun up, sundown, certain?
It started at sun up, sundown, going to 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, that's basically what you guys asked for. if I remember
Yeah.
right.
At first it was sun up to sundown, and it got, as the voting went on, it got switched, because as time changes, it could be 6
Sure.
o'clock for the sundown.
Right,
So it ended up going to 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
right.
Maybe just listen to train whistle all night.
Anybody else have anything to add to this? I mean, if not, we'll table.
What would be your ideal time?
4.
4 a.m.?
No, I really don't know. I mean, I don't know what the reasoning behind it was, if it's a loud only situation or what it may be. I mean.
I wasn't here for that one, so.
I wasn't either, so.
So, my opinion is a lot of them are not that loud.
I mean, I can ride my motorcycle going down.
My motor, exactly, my Harley's louder than that, and I can ride 2 a.m. through here, you know?
Was that the reasoning, loud?
I would assume.
I think it was more safety.
It was safety, just because.
Loudness being brought up.
Nothing good happens after midnight. So my mom always says.
A lot of people like to drive their side by sides to work.
I was about to say that, like, most factories around here start at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. If they wanted to run to the gas station and run to a local factory, they can't do that. If they wanted to ride their side by side, they could do it if they run a motorcycle. So,
But technically, they have to be street legal, so there's no reason for it.
correct. And I did bring up about like the Butler days, not like getting people to come into town. Is it something that can be like looked at? Because I'm sure that this is going to be voted on before Butler days. Just so, if it's something that can be looked at before to bring more people in.
If you issue a special permit, I have no stake in this game, I really do not own a golf cart or RV, I have 4 kids in my 40.
And it makes 6 seaters.
Well, it's dead, but I think if you look at the proposals they're presenting here and give us a thought and look over it, and at the next meeting at the end of July, potentially present to them a decision that will, creating a new ordinance or make amendments or changes, but with allowing a special permit to give us a try, to advocate for these guys as well, to see what numbers it does bring out, to see what type of safety is truly and laws are being followed along with our city ordinances, and to ensure that they are upholding their end of the deal, and it does potentially show more interest in what you're stating. And they could kind of give them some time to say, hey, Butler's considering this, who all want to come? But we need to ensure that we're following the laws and state statutes, ordinances, but it gives them a special permit day or for the weekend and see how that goes, a nice trial run. And then if the council decides to make adjustments, it can be based upon how that event turns out.
Looks like you could do like a special.
Yeah, they can
special
do that
event.
with a special event.
Just make Butler Day a special event and allow them in and see how it works.
Because if this is gonna be good, we don't know how long, what it's gonna take. to get this
Correct.
done, so.
That would give them, and if it goes well, this would be a contingency to allow for your
Right.
September event.
Yeah.
As long as everybody is showing their willingness that, hey, we are being respectful of your city, coming in, but look what it is truly bringing in, and that can help write the changes and adjustments into the future for this ordinance.
And I truly hope that, like, so 4 years ago when we approached it, I know there was a lot of hesitations. There was people that were concerned about the safety, and I hope that the city has acknowledged that we weren't here to cause riffraff, we were just here to just associate with our neighbors and just go for a ride. It's good therapy.
It's been a good community.
Yeah.
Have we had any incidents really since then? I didn't think so.
With golf carts over the door meeting.
Yeah.
Now, what's the procedure on that, if we would okay that as a council, as far as change of the ordinance and
You have to amend your current ordinance.
that, over 3 readings?
What would it take for a special event? of that?
Rules permit the second and third, or the first and second at the same time.
What would it take as a special event to allow it for Butler Days? Only because it looks like Indiana statute allows.
I think there would be somebody at the Brandon Board of Works.
Okay. It looks like even like parts of the US 6, et cetera, and 1 that are inside the city can be done as part of a special event. Would there have to be something special done for that at the state level, or?
I'm not certain that, but I think that you could probably in one day, you probably get by with one day.
Or it could be just a couple for Butler Days.
Something you probably get by if the board works for the crew.
Okay.
Then after the board of works, does it go back to the city to approve it? City council?
The ordinance has to be passed, any amendments to the ordinance have to be passed by the city council. But control of the streets on a day-to-day basis are the responsibility of the board of works.
They could just go to the special
Do a
request.
special event for them
Yeah.
for 3 days, and that will Board of Works, regardless of whether the ordinance is in place yet.
Correct.
So that's the way I would suggest.
I would be careful.
Amanda, that's what I would suggest. It's probably
Board of
getting
Works.
a special.
Special event request form, submit that, before Wednesday. The following.
Got
I don't know if this helps. I know, state statute says that they can only go across a state highway. But I do know that you can use ORVs and anything else if that road is closed for a special event. So anytime something like say US 6 is closed from end to end, you can run it all the time and do whatever. We had that a little bit up an angle.
Yeah.
US 6 is problematic, I think. Exactly. One is.
One is easy for.
I just say stuff using it as an example. I know that was one of the questions. So I maybe reach out to Angle and see what they actually did with their events that goes on in that. Because US 20 and 427 coming right into the city like that, they close it quite a bit, so. And I know they run them out the Blues aloft and they ran them out all over the place and stuff for those events, so.
I would take it a special event, form fill that immediately, and bring it
Is
back.
that located on the border?
Does she need to come in for that?
No, we can email it to you.
Please see your
You have
contact.
her email address, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll email you one tomorrow. Well, no, the next day, because, or unless you can send me one for email address.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything to add to the ORV discussion? All right, we'll move on. If you guys wanna give me a couple minutes to skedaddle, or if you wanna stick around for it, you can. Yeah, don't get up his way.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll move into proposed ordinances and resolutions. The first one we had to draft for the proposed ordinance is 1918, revisions to the tying law. The ordinance committee met, there was a couple of people absent for that. Haven't circled back to all of them. I think Martin's been brought up to speed, so Andrew does have some copies here we'll kind of table this until the next meeting. There is some language in it that I think is not the same that's on here versus what you guys took notes on.
Yes.
So we need to probably get those notes from you so we can make the changes to this.
And also, if the council looks over it and sees anything else that they think could be problematic, please let us know. Because the more eyes that are on this, I think the better off we will be in the end. Because we have not done a total revision of this in many years. So please email the mayor or I any questions, and then we will get them to the ordinance committee on this.
What kind of timeline are you looking?
This needs to be done before we do our budget, because some of these decisions on here could affect the budget in a small amount.
The motion affected by
The part-time employees, are they going
We
to?
got 4 employees that would qualify for that.
Yes,
So,
I think so.
yeah, so look that over again. We'll table it and bring it back next meeting. Any questions, be sure to give us. We'll probably, and definitely meet again as the ordinance committee before the next meeting anyway, so. All right, and then we're going to table the proposed resolution 26-677. We'll bring that back to the next meeting. Don's got some more information, and we'll just kind of present all that together. I think it might be a little easier to understand everything, Don, just do it together, so we'll table that to the next meeting. In the department reports, we will start off with Ron.
The one thing I got is I just wanted to say, thank you to, this first 6 months this year, we've had a lot of stuff going on. And all the department heads, thank you very much, council, everybody. We've, had a lot of cooperation and, Corey and I have worked pretty hand in hand on settling a lot of things, a lot of different incidents, and it's all worked pretty flawlessly. So thank you for all of you guys' assistance. I know I get to be kind of a pain behind with Andy and Chris, but they've been stellar, so. That's all I got. Thank you.
Henry.
I don't have anything of import, but I do want to let you guys know that next meeting I will be bringing a public hearing for the zoning change to the property at 618 East Main Street. It's a public hearing to you guys to rezone that property to multifamily residential. I'll send you guys all of the information, the background on it and everything. I just wanted to make you aware that we'll be talking next meeting. I'll send out all the public hearing notices tomorrow.
That's the same one we had for the planning commission.
It was, yeah, it'll be the 20th,
What was the address on again?
618 East Main. It's literally just south of the school's entrance there on Main Street. So, yep, I'll send everybody the information around. Just wanted to make you aware.
Is that it?
That's it.
Corey.
I have nothing for the council.
Stuart.
I unfortunately ended up having to write about 7 tickets, just long-term things that just were not getting done. I had no choice. Gave more than enough notice and ended up having to just, write a fistful of tickets. So I apologize for that failure of communication, but I'm still working on some others. Did get the vehicle in that I drive. Mechanically, it's actually pretty sound. Had it looked at, checked over. I know we've talked about possibly getting rid of it. It's only got like 85,000 miles. It needs some stabilizer links, and there's still one other little repair in there, but it's not bad. I do need to get it cleaned up outside, inside. I don't want to spend the city's money doing it myself, but might as well. If I'm driving it, I can clean it up. It's been a mess since I got it. Other than that, it's going pretty well. People are mowing their lawns. People are starting parking their yards again. You stop. And here's this junk car I brought to my house for some reason. And just little things are going on, nothing big so far. A decent year, not too bad so far. That's all I got.
I just wanna say, I don't think it's lack of communication on your end, I think it's lack of compliance and, doing as asked.
Well, when you get to court, you've got a file of, warnings.
Yeah, right, right.
Do what?
You're very clear.
I still got 2, and according to them, Yeah, I replaced the left one and now I have one in the car, I'll do the right
I
one
was
now.
following you then.
He didn't honk or nothing, you and he, I see that you guys are.
Oh, I saw you, I just didn't call me.
I know, so did he.
Anything else, Stuart?
No, sir, that's it for me.
Braxton?
Nothing for council.
Andy?
I have nothing for council.
Yeah.
Nothing for council.
John?
Nothing, letter of recommendation from the redevelopment commission is on here. I submitted the redevelopment commission recommended the process, which is the adoption of an ordinance, which you'll see next month, creating a lit revolving loan fund, to funding that from the sum of $50,000 with an additional appropriation. 3, entering into an agreement with Pure Homes regarding the development of a 20-acre parcel northwest, west of Liberty Street, is that correct? Yeah. Liberty and Independence. And then, passing a resolution approving that agreement. That is coming to you, so. But, and the letter of recommendation is that the redevelopment commission met and is recommending that the city council go forward with that process.
Meeting in 2 weeks, we'll bring that back and.
It'll all be brought back. We'll try to get stuff to you in advance, so you can digest it, so.
There'll probably be 3 or 4 different steps next meeting that we'll go through.
3 next meeting.
All right. Angela?
I just received that letter today, so I will email that letter to everyone so that they know what the redevelopment commission has asked for. But I have happy news on my report. We have our growth quotient for the 2027 budget, and it's the highest I have ever seen it in 20 years, which is a 6% growth quotient. So we are permitted to grow our budgets by 6% and no more than that.
Anything else? There's appropriation for police and fire.
Oh, yes, and I will be, working on some additional appropriations for the police and fire for later this year, because they broke things. So I will have paperwork for everybody at the next meeting on that as well.
All right, Jerry, you have anything for the council?
I just got 3 questions. I've been approached about the big item pickup, that would have normally been done last week. I know it was hot and it was a holiday week. I had some people ask if they were gonna continue, do that this Wednesday.
It was posted on Facebook.
Yeah, they called that Monday and said, hey, with the heat, can we postpone that until a week from Wednesday?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, so we put that on Facebook.
Okay,
Yes.
I was just, some miscommunication there, and, my second question is, I know we talked about the bond aluminum, issue, and that there was supposed to be a demo order that, was in effect for the 23rd, is that still the case?
The demo, the notice was sent a week or so ago. They have 60 days to comply. And then there's a hearing in front of the unsafe building committee to determine whether they wish to continue the order to demolish, amend the order to demolish, or terminate the order to demolish. And they can present evidence at the hearing. The Board of Works will receive evidence. We've had inspections done, or updated from a consultant, and at that time, the decision will be made. That makes sense?
And I think also, Will they schedule for court, Stewart, on the code violations?
I believe they're set for the 28th as well, right? July 28th, at the end of this month, they're one of the tickets I had to write for overgrown, the whole acreage needs trimmed down, so. We'll see.
That's all I have.
Gail?
We don't have a whole lot other than we're going to Auburn. I think things are gonna be a little congested.
Do what?
Gonna be a little congested
Yeah.
going down through there, so.
Yes,
Yeah, to Auburn, yeah, it'll be a little transition thing to go on.
Stay away.
Mhm.
Darren?
A few things. First of all, the brush truck. What a beautiful vehicle. It took the show at the Angola Parade. I hope it's a working truck as it is, it's nice looking. That is a good looking truck. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
You saw Sparky on the side, didn't you?
It's nice. That truck that's a nice vehicle. I want to ask Stuart a couple things. The corner at Federal, is anything to come of that?
Are you talking Federal
And
and Walnut, all four, or? So there's a vacant lot on the southeast corner that when I leave here this evening, I am going to, meet up with a gentleman who is part of a church that is helping when they can. He's gonna look at that and see what they might be able to do to get it under control. Unfortunately, that would be up to the owner if we were allowed to.
I've got a chainsaw, all I gotta do is call me.
I understand, I get that completely, so yes, I'm working on that. As far as the house goes, on the southwest corner, there's some issues there. They're safe housing, I believe they've been fined. They did get fined, correct? If I'm, yes, do I remember that correctly? We're trying everything we can to get that property, and the same person owns both of those, by the way.
That's what.
Now, on the northwest corner, gentleman moved in there. I asked him to move the couch and stuff back. They set it out real early. Didn't go well. It was just my first contact with him. I don't have anything to say other than move it away from the curb. He's like, write the ticket. I'm like, I'm not writing the ticket. It's the first time we've ever talked about stuff. So I am working on trying to get that whole area cleaned up a little bit. I don't know what to do.
Write the ticket.
Yeah, he was all mad at me, and I finally, when he stopped listening, I repeated myself about 40 times. Move the couch and left seat away from the curb. I had nothing else to say to him, because he was yelling and belligerent. He bullied all the ladies in the office at some point. Yeah, and I just, it's like, look, I'm not gonna treat him any differently than I treat anybody else. The first time I talk to you, I don't write you a ticket. You gotta really earn it.
Oh, well, when you said write the ticket, you would earn it.
So,
Then a house next to Mom's, I think it's 202.
206.
What's the trash can?
I'm
holding on to the road like 5 times.
The house is in foreclosure. We've had to keep the lawn mowed. We're trying to weigh best options on what to do,
Is there an issue if I take the trash cans and put them up by the garage?
If you don't mind, feel free to. If you don't, I will.
I don't have a problem doing it,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
so I will do that.
Because they're always on the curb there, but nobody's living there, nobody's staying there. If you see anybody there, let us know right away, because they're not supposed to be. They would be squatters, and you just don't want that going on right now, so.
Well, last week I got them out of the road like 3 times.
Yeah, we've had to,
I'll take care of it.
I don't know how they keep getting out there unless it's the wind.
I don't know who's putting them out on the road.
Yeah, I think they got
Sure,
shirts.
so we should pick those up. Street guys pick them up.
Well, there's 3 trash cans down there. I don't know how they got 3, did you?
Are they empty?
Yeah.
I have a company pick them up.
Do you want me to, I can have
Is
Colleen,
water shut off and all that?
yeah, the water's.
So yeah, they
shut
should
off.
be picked up.
Okay, I'll have Colleen tell them to pick up all the garbage cans at 206 West Cherry, right?
Is that correct? We're looking at Beacon.
206 West.
206 West Cherry.
Yeah, I'll get them out of the road again.
Yeah, just set them up by the house maybe, or I will, or what.
I can.
I'm heading that way.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, I can do it tonight. I'm heading over that to Walnut Street anyway, so.
I'll get it.
I get in the middle of that.
So I got, no, I went.
Christie said she was gonna do it. No, but yeah, anything else?
No.
Okay, cool, thanks, Bruce.
Only thing I have is some friendly little visitors back of our house, riding my daughter's scooter up and down our driveway, that we're not permitted to.
Oh, okay.
So they had to come all the way to the back of our house in the driveway, pick up the scooter, get on it, and drive it up and down our driveway and then the sidewalk. My sister happened to be going by and noticed that and let the little children know that they can't do that. And then my husband was outside mowing the yard, and the little children came back because the garage door was open. They just wanted to see how big the garage was apparently.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But-
I had a little chat with them.
Just a little
2 boys,
reminder,
right?
huh?
2 boys?
Well,
Boy,
the
girl.
boy and a girl.
Oh,
I sent that information to Martin that one night, he was supposed to check on it,
Okay.
I don't think he ever called, you never called me, really.
He did not. I don't know if he ever came
Matt's
up with
aware of it. I don't know
it.
if I sent you that text chain from Christie, but Matt did say if that happens again, give him a call.
Yeah.
And go get
Had it been me, I would have marched right over to their house with them and had a visit, but I was not home at the time. So, just a reminder, keep an eye on your children. Do not let them wander the city willy-nilly.
We do have an overabundance of youth on that street. The last couple of months, we've got our 400 block in North Broadway, got another group in that 300 block by the motel. You know, I mean, there's times there's 20 youth between those two. Yeah.
I think I know the boys you're talking about because they bother my
Walmart
sister.
used to be really good, it seems, they seem to have gotten control of those little kids, I haven't seen them out, or at least they're staying in the yard, they're not playing in the street like
Anything else, Christie?
That's it.
The only thing I have, I know I get texts constantly when the crossing is blocked, and I think the last time I told you that, Norfolk and Southern has offered to, put sensors at both tracks here, and pay for the, installation and the, subscription to those sensors for 2 years, up to $15,000 a year, and after that, we're responsible to take over that subscription, which I told them that's really not an option. You're not paying 15 grand for your problem, you know, fix it. Did have a conversation here with him about a week or so ago. He said, hey, you need to get on and get those sensors put in. I says, no, I said, help the police and fire, if they've got a screener, but it doesn't help the semi drivers that are coming here to make deliveries. It's not helping the employees that work at the factories on that south side of town. I said, so really that sensors is not really beneficial other than police and fire, and we have other alternative or alternate plans that we can use on that. So he goes, well, sounds like you guys need a overpass or underpass. I said, yeah, it's been discussed, but I'm not sure where we put it. But I said, would be open to that discussion with you. So he's actually out of Atlanta, Georgia. And he's gonna fly up here, end of July, first part of August, just to sit down and talk about, is there a potential for an overpass or an underpass? And definitely when that conversation's happening, we'll get the police and fire involved in there. I want them to be at that meeting as well. But if he's willing to come up here from Atlanta to discuss it, I think we spoke to him and sit down and have a good conversation with him. Maybe he's got an idea that we're not even thinking of. I'd love to be a part of that meeting. What's that? I'd love to be a part of that meeting. And I met last week with a company called Trainco. And they're basically the same thing, sensor related, but their information, when it gets kicked out, it's all in real time and visual graphics and everything. It goes to Wave, and there's a couple other apps that it goes to, automatic updated. So if you ever use Wave when you're out traveling, it'll tell you railroad crossing ahead or vehicle broke down, but they'll push that out to these different apps in real time. And waiting to get a price back on them just to see where they're at compared to what Norfolk and Southern has offered. So I'll keep you guys in the loop on that. As it gets closer and when they're gonna be up here and we're gonna set it on, it's fine. So I have, anybody in the audience have anything for the common council? Not, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
8:20.
12.
Temperature.